Andrew! Andrew, sweetie, can you watch little Beauregard while I go to the store? Wake up, Andrew. I'll be back in 30 minutes. You can watch him that long. Here, read him a story or something. Bye. Hey, Uncle Andrew. Hey, Uncle Andrew. Hey, Uncle Andrew. Hey, Uncle Andrew. Hey, read me a story.
All right. Bring me a storybook.
Okay. Here I go. Here's one. Peter Rabbit. Mama said that it's public domain, so it'd be okay for you to read it.
Your mama says a lot of things. Don't make Bo run around the house, Andrew. He'll get tired on his own, Andrew. Yeah. All right, what we got here? Let's see. The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. First published 1902. 1902. God bless her. She's really old. Okay. Look at that little rabbit there. No. That's why we can't have gardens. That stupid rabbit just eating all the carrot and stole someone's shirt. Bird seems to be okay with it. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's do it. It's moving on. Here we go. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. One of them stands out there, doesn't he? Got the weird name. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Probably killing that tree. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. I bet he did. Accident. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Oh, he did? Oh, dear Lord. I don't know about you, Bo, but rabbits wearing clothes is just weird. It's weird.
It's to humanize them, Uncle Andrew, so we care.
Now run along and don't get into mischief. I am going out. She's strangling that one. Look at that. Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket with her umbrella and went through the wood to the baker's. She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. Currant buns. Yep. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down to the lane to gather blackberries. And they took them stupid clothes off so they looked like bunnies again. I like that. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. Yeah, that's squeezing. Or dancing. It could be dancing. Maybe, I don't. Squeezy dancing. First, he ate some lettuces and some French beans. And then he ate some radishes. Shishes. He ate a lot of shishes. The bird's still okay with it. Oh, that's a front picture, isn't it? That's a front picture. And then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. You don't have to eat it. It's discouraged. There you go, Bo. But round the end of a cucumber frame, whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor? Oh, look at that handsome feller. Oh, that's a beard and a half right there. That's an itchy one. I bet he's wondering why that rabbit wearing clothes. Yeah, Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" Bunny got 4 legs and he's running on 2. Look at that. That guy's gonna give him a good rake tickling he don't start using all 4 legs. Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages, and the other shoe amongst the potatoes. Look at that little bird there. Any worms in the shoe? I'm a friend. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster. So that I think he might have got away altogether if he had not unfortunately run into a gooseberry net and caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons. Quite new. That was awkwardly worded. I'm not gonna lie, that's an awkward little bit to read there, and I feel a lot like that bunny. At this point, I feel upside down in a gooseberry net. Like this whole page was just one big gooseberry, and I had to eat it upside down. Peter gave himself up for lost, and shed big tears. Huge ones, they were giant, shiny, soppy tears. Big, wet, soppy tears of blood. But his sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows, who flew to him in great excitement, and implored him to exert himself. Mr. McGregor came up with a sieve, which he intended to pop upon the top of Peter, ending his singing career before it had even started. But Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him, and rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. He made it. Oh, that's good. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps hidden underneath a flower pot. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. "We coming?" Presently, Peter sneezed. Curtiscue.
I don't think that's quite it, Uncle Andrew.
Curtiscue is right there. Read it. You see it, right? Curtiscue. Curtiscue.
Yeah, but I think that's one of those words that sounds, it's supposed to be a sound, like a sneeze sound, kerchoo, kerchoo.
Bo, I'm man enough to admit when I am wrong. I'm not wrong. Where were we anyway? Oh, yeah, Mr. McGregor was after him in no time, and tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window, upsetting 3 plants. "We are so upset," the plants cried as they plummeted to their deaths. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp with sitting in that can. Yeah, it was. After a time, he began to wander about, going lippity-lippity, not very fast, and looking all round. "Hey, Joe, how fast you going, buddy?" "Oh, I'm going lippity-lippity, not very fast. It's a school zone." Sorry, I got excited. Moving on. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath. Why's you gotta bring fat into this? You don't look that bad, honestly. That's probably what the mouse is telling him. You're not that fat. You're not fat, buddy. You're well-rounded. You got things going on, circular-looking things, but you're not fat. Yeah. An old mouse was... Oh, there's what the mouse is saying. An old mouse was running in and out over the stone doorstep, carrying peas and beans to her family in the wood. Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth that she could not answer. "Put the pea down. Talk. Put the pea back." Jeez, good Lord. She only shook her head at him. Peter began to cry. Yeah. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Presently he came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water cans. A white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very, very still, but now and then the tip of her tail twitched as if it were alive. Peter thought it best to go away without speaking to her. Well, that's the first smart thing he done. He had heard about cats from his cousin, little Benjamin Bunny, who had aged backward into a hairball and then been thrown up by a cat. He went backward towards the tool shed, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard the noise of a hoe. Scritch, scratch, scratch, scritch. Yeah, that's a hoe, all right. Peter scuttered underneath the bushes. But presently, as nothing happened, he came out and climbed upon a wheelbarrow and peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor, hoeing onions. His back was turned towards Peter, and beyond him was the gate. That bunny doesn't look too excited there. He just... a bunny. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could go along a straight walk behind some black currant bushes. Yeah. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. Look at him not caring. Like, can I get under her? Any more fat shaming on the other side? Beatrix Potter's over there ready to lay another one on you. Anyway, he slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. Mr. McGregor hung up the little jacket and the shoes for a scarecrow to frighten the blackbirds. Frightened me plenty when he was wearing 'em. Peter never stopped running or looked behind him till he got home to the big fir tree. Oh, look at that poor bunny lady. Oh, why'd you guys do so bad? Oh, we don't got no food. Oh, you done so bad. Makes my eyes cry. Okay. He was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking and being sad. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in a fortnight. Isn't a fortnight a little while?
Yeah, Uncle Andrew, it's a while. It's teacher said 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh? Oh. Well, the bigger question is, why do I have any clothes? Why do I wear clothes when I can be an animal and not a clothes wearer? That would be my argument in that situation. I am sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening, because his mother boiled him in a pot and poured his remains into a tiny cup.
What?
Mm-hmm. No. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave a dose of it to Peter. 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. Is she talking? Yeah, I think that she talking. 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. Goober? Yeah, he's a goober. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper. Is that the last page? Oh, what are we, what are we supposed to, what are we supposed to take away, Bo? It's just, I don't know,
Maybe the lesson was something about obeying your parents, or just not doing things that are wrong?
Yeah, I don't buy that. If you're a bunny, the biggest lesson of all, if you're a bunny, don't wear clothes. It makes you an easy target. It makes you slow. We've seen it all over the book. If a bunny wears clothes, you can see him easier. You know which bunny it is the one with the clothes on. Walking on 2 feet, that is not good bunny behavior. Bunny behavior. He disobeyed his mom, but I am not going to blame this on that or the fatness. I'm going to say he was wearing clothes, and he should have been a bunny. Yep, that's the moral there. Yeah, that's it, Bo. All right, that's the end of it. Free kids' books. Sound like nice people. Except they use the internet, which we know is evil. All right, Bo, there's your story.
Can you read another one now? Another one. Just one more. Another one, please. Please.
No. Now go run around the house. See if you can catch me a bunny.